Welcome to our third online International Fiber Festival. I am so glad that you're joining me and your fellow fiber-loving friends on an 8-day journey through our incredible, beautiful world. Today we're starting our trip in the American South, an area of America with a long and complicated history that has been the birthplace of profound authors, several genres of music, amazing foods, and generations of crafters. It is not an overstatement to say that aspects of the culture of the American South have influenced cultures around the world. Before we get started, I want to make sure that you know that we will be having a special live event on the 8th day of the festival this year. If you haven't already, click the link to start here in the header of the website, and you'll find the information about the closing event there. Be sure you're registered and then come back and we'll get started together. You can find all our vendors in the main festival page. Just scroll down under the daily images. You're welcome to shop from any of them at any time, but each day of the festival, I'll spotlight the vendors who are from the region we're visiting and give you a closer look at their products. So first, I'd like to introduce you to the vendors from the American South and show you some of their products. We have 6 vendors from all across the South. Terry J. Haynes is the dyer behind at Haynes House Yarns based in Maryland. Their yarns are vibrant and rich and often based on inspiration from their family. So for instance, this colorway is called We the People of Maryland. Terry was a homeschool mom and was trying to teach her children the preamble of the U.S. Constitution, and one day they were practicing and she said, "We the people," expecting the next line to be "in order to form a more perfect union," and her son confidently shouted, "Of Maryland." So now we have the We the People of Maryland colorway. This one is a dogwood and a pear tree because there are beautiful dogwoods and pear trees lining the street in front of the Haynes House. Now Terry is a dyer, but her husband Brian is a sewist, and he creates many different project bags that are also available at Haynes House Yarns. This one is the triangle bag, and that's because when the kids were little, they couldn't say triangle. So this cute little project bag has been named Triangle, and there's all sorts of different sizes and shapes and colors available in the Uncle Brian's bags line. You can find those on the website. All of their yarns and bags can be found in the marketplace, where they are offering 15% off with the code ATMaryland. Also, check out the OI Fiberfest feed on Instagram, where you will find a giveaway appearing today for a $30 gift card for their online store. Our next vendor is Biddy Knits. Biddy Knits is Brooke Bastian's hand-dyed yarn line from Georgia. She creates unique colorways on quality yarns, and one of her favorite things to do is create sock sets that include a main color for the sock with a coordinating color for the heels and toes. Here you can see some stitch markers that she had on offer as a giveaway earlier this week. If you would like to pick up your own, if you were not lucky enough to win, they are also for sale in her shop. This is the Sprinkled Macaroons colorway, which looks delicious. This is a 3 skein palette that Brooke created inspired for summer. They are Bellissimo at the top, magenta, and then hibiscus. And then we also have the Fields of Lavender and Valensole sock set. I actually have one of the sock sets here that I want to show you. This is the Let's Squish Some Grapes colorway paired with the Vino Mini. And you can see the colors work really well together. There are speckles in the Let's Squish Some Grapes that coincide with the Vino. So you know you're going to have a really adorable pair of socks with the different toes and heels that coordinate. These are a 75-25 merino nylon blend. And you get 437 yarns in the full skein and about 93 yarns in the smaller skein. And they're just precious. Look at that. You get a nice squish. Nice look at those. She is also offering this really cute holographic sticker with the Biddy Knits lamb on it, knitting while supplies last. You can find Biddy Knits, of course, in the marketplace, and she is offering 10% off with the code OIFF 2021. And as I said, that's 10% off, and you get the sticker with your order as well. Our next vendor is Knit Swag. Kelly Vaughn is the designer behind Knit Swag. I've been a customer of Kelly's for a while now. She creates beautiful gifts for knitters that actually look like knitting. I love to use her note cards. I have some of those here when I'm writing to my listeners and patrons. She also has these really cute notebooks that she can personalize for you and fit easily into a knitting bag. She also creates really cute mugs with a knitting theme, and that's just a few of her products. She also has phone cases, knitter's graph paper, tumblers, vanity license plates, and more. It's a great place to go if you need a gift for a knitter who has everything, or just to treat yourself. Knit Swag is offering 15% off with the code OIFF15 in the marketplace. Our next vendor is Leatherwood Creek Farm. Leatherwood Creek Farm is a fiber farm in Tennessee raising Tunis, Shetland, and Icelandic sheep. They have beautiful yarn available for knitters and roving for spinners, but it doesn't stop there. They also have goat milk soap, hand-woven cotton towels, tote bags featuring the sheep from their farm, and there's more. Tunis sheep, incidentally, produce a yarn that naturally resists felting, and both Tunis and Shetland are on the Livestock Conservancy's conservation priority list. So I encourage you to give them a try and get to know the benefits of their particular fiber and use them more often to incentivize their preservation. Leatherwood Creek Farm is offering 15% off with the code OIFF15. So this is a great opportunity to give them a try. Our next vendor is the Louisiana Yarn Guys. They are based in Shreveport, Louisiana. Joshua and Dwayne started dyeing a little over a year ago and already have an impressive number of colorways and patterns to use with their knits. They dye to order, so you can pick your colorway and pick your base and get exactly what you want and know it's all from the same dye lot. They have over 10 different bases, ranging from lace to bulky, with different fibers, including wool, alpaca, and silk. Our final vendor for today is Needle Clicks, etc. It is based in Herndon, Virginia, and run by Schaefer Daubry. She creates really adorable stitch markers, progress keepers, and note cards from her own original artwork. All of them feature knitting in some way. I have this set of stitch markers that Schaefer sent me that are each unique Norwegian sweater design. None of them are the same. They're so cute. And you can see she's really come up with some clever designs featuring penguins, gnomes, and sheep as well. Her note cards are just delightful. And you can see she also makes gift tags that you can attach to your project. I can see adding one of those with the care instructions for people, make life a little bit easier. You'll also find some lovely hand-dyed yarn and roving in her shop. Check her out in the marketplace, and any order over $35 will receive free shipping, no code needed. We have quite a few class options this morning because I know some people who come to the festival are new to certain fiber crafts and others are more advanced. So I tend to pick something sort of beginner level for day one, but for you advanced knitters and crocheters, that you don't really need the beginner stuff. So anyway, I just picked a lot of classes to recommend today. As always, our classes are through Craftsy, and if none of these classes appeal to you, you're welcome to pick another one from their catalog. So the first option we have is Boho Style Embroidered Sweater with Annie Lupton. Now, the class starts with actually knitting the sweater and then you embroider it. You're welcome to get some swatches out or an old sweater you have and just skip right to the embroidery part if that's the part you want to learn. We also have 2 crochet classes, How to Crochet with Meredith Crawford Cowser, which obviously is a beginner crochet class. And then there's also Freeform Crochet with Mira Wood for those of you who are more advanced with your crochet. We have 2 sock classes today. My First Socks with Lucy Neatbee, and then Next Steps in Socks with Lucy Neatbee. This afternoon, we are going to be all over the South. The South is a big region to visit. 3 of our vendors sent in videos to spotlight aspects of the South that they thought you'd love. So Leatherwood Creek Farm sent in a video about their Tunis sheep, which have a long history in the South and are well suited to the climate on their farm in Tennessee. Knit Swag also sent in a video taking you through her process of creating custom designed gifts for knitters. And then finally, the Louisiana Yarn Guys created a cooking class showing us all how to make chicken and sausage gumbo, which was a total game changer changer for me. I've never had gumbo because I'm not a fan of seafood, and I thought all gumbo had seafood, but I'm going to be whipping up a pot of this gumbo as soon as I can. If you have a subscription to CuriosityStream, there are documentaries about the influence of real estate investors in the development of Florida, a heart-filling and heartbreaking film about civil rights icon Martin Luther King Jr., a short film about Monticello, which was the home of Thomas Jefferson, and a really joyful documentary called Fiddlin' about the Old Fiddlers Convention in Virginia. For YouTubers, there's a nature documentary about the Great Smoky Mountains, which run along the North Carolina-Tennessee border, and another about the Biltmore, which is one of the grandest states of the United States. There's also 2 documentaries about music in the South. First, there is an incredible documentary about the development of the blues. But just a note, if you are participating with children, the language does get a little bit spicy after the hour mark, so just be aware of that. But then there's also a documentary about the life and career of Johnny Cash. Finally, we have 2 documentaries about influential authors who have their roots in the South, one about Mark Twain and the other about Zora Neale Hurston. For dinner, we are going to be enjoying a Southern barbecue. Now, saying that, I know there are different styles of barbecue throughout the South, and I know that it is a heated issue for some. I had to pick one style, and I do apologize, but we will be enjoying an Eastern North Carolina barbecue with Carolina slaw and okra and tomatoes. If dessert is in the plans for tonight, I suggest enjoying a Kentucky butter bundt cake. When you're done eating, roll yourself over to your couch and spend your evening enjoying a playlist of performers from past New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Festival. The default image that comes up on the itinerary page is of a concert by Aaron Neville, but if you look at the top right of the window, there will be an icon of 3 stacked lines. Click that and it will take you to the full playlist, and you can listen to whichever performers you like, or listen to a song from each, or however you want to enjoy it. As you go through the day, check in on the online International Fiber Festival groups on Ravelry or Facebook, or tag your Instagram post with OI Fiberfest. Enjoy this day. I am so glad we are finally here at day 1. We have so much exploring to do together. Have fun, and I'll see you tomorrow when we visit Atlantic Canada.